Well, tomorrow kicks off Deaf Awareness Week in the Queen City.
To talk more about this, right now we are joined by the City of Buffalo's Chief Diversity Officer, Darren Saxon, and Brittany Montgomery, Buffalo's ADA Advocate and Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator. It is a pleasure to have you both. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So everything kicks off tomorrow. I looked at the schedule. You have a bunch of stuff coming up. But before we get to that, tell us a little bit about Buffalo's deaf community.
Well, Buffalo has a great deaf community. According to the U.S. Census, there's about 13% of the population in Buffalo have a disability, so about 8,000 of those people are deaf individuals. So we have a great deaf community, and that's why we have Deaf Awareness Week, so people can get to know more about our deaf community.
What are some of the resources that the deaf community, because that's interesting, you said that 13% of Buffalo's population has a disability, and about 8,000 of those folks have a hearing disability. What are some of the resources that are available to folks like that? And what are the resources that some folks who are deaf or hard of hearing are looking for?
Well, we have plenty of resources. At City of Buffalo, we have our DOI office. They can come in and ask for accommodations for certain jobs, certain events, and then whatever the city has any services, they can come and I can make sure that it's accessible for them. We also have a deaf school here at St. Mary's School for the Deaf. They are also hosting a lot of events for Deaf Awareness Week. So it's really exciting. People can come out and learn more about the community.
And one of the things, I'm sorry, just to chime in, Brittany has done a wonderful job in advocating for all members of the community that have disabilities. She just advocated, I believe, received some funding for our Street Smart, or Smart Streets, I believe it is, right, or Safe Streets, excuse me. But what that does is that's going to do things like update our traffic walks with new listening devices, I believe it is, right, for deaf people so they can hear, and then also visual so they can see when to cross as well. So that's going to help the blind and the deaf community as well. So she's done a wonderful job in advocating for our communities.
That's great.
So let's talk a little bit about what this week is all about, right? You mentioned inclusion, and that is so incredibly important. What do you hope other people take away from this week? Because it's all about awareness.
It is all about awareness. The biggest thing I want people to take away from this is that the deaf community, we have our own culture, we have our own languages, we have our own jokes. It's just so much involved in the deaf community. Like, for example, American Sign Language, a lot of people think that it follows the format of spoken English, but the truth is American Sign Language has its own grammar structure, it has its own context clue, it has its own everything. So like, it's truly a different culture, and we invite everyone to come in to learn more about the culture, to learn sign language. We even have an ASL social hour next Friday at Community BOAs, and people can come in and learn a little bit of sign language. So it's just a great opportunity for everyone.
I mean, you hear all the list of things that Brittany is going through, and it is a tremendous amount of things. And lots of different places as well. Talk about the city's importance, the importance that the city places on being able to celebrate diversity, but also be able to provide real everyday resources that impact people with disabilities.
So this is what diversity work is, right? DEI, I know lately has kind of gotten a bad rap, but it's more than what people think, right? We advocate for everyone in the community. Everyone in the community deserves the right to have their voices heard and also to be seen. So with like a week like Deaf Awareness Week, it is important. We're saying we see you, we hear you, and Mayor Brown has done a wonderful job of different initiatives, like I said, the Safe Streets, flag-raising ceremonies, and also policy changes. Brittany was also responsible for, the Disability Committee that, along with the Buffalo Common Council, we're working together. We have it in place now. It's 13 members of various disabilities within the community that come together, and we try to do what we can do for policy and also services for the disabled community.
That's a big one.
Wonderful. So all throughout the week, there, as Brittany mentioned, there are a ton of events happening. I saw there was a special flag-raising ceremony. If people watching at home are interested, where can they find the entire schedule of events?
Well, we have a series of events. So tomorrow we have a baseball game, and then Friday we have a flag-raising, which is at the Rap Building at 12 noon, open to the public. I stated earlier, St. Mary's School for the Deaf is also hosting a lot of events. On Tuesday, there's a fundraising event for the graduating seniors from St. Mary's of Deaf at Blaze Pizza. On Wednesday, there's a soccer game and a volleyball game at St. Mary's School for the Deaf. And Thursday night is family fun bingo night at St. Mary's School for the Deaf. Again, it's all open to the public, and I strongly encourage everyone to come out.
Fantastic. And we have that on your screen right there. If you missed that graphic, we're going to have it on the website, WIVB.com, for more information. Darren, great to see
Thank
you
you.
again. Brittany, welcome. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Great job.
Yes.